Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of MidRank Madness. This is a special Patreon edition, and let's get right on into it. In the top side of Proxima Station, the ladder edition, we have the red Protoss player. It is RymdAnk. Wow, RymdAnk, perhaps? I don't know, struggling there. And in the bottom left side of the map, we have the blue Terran player. It is Zmitrok. Zmitrok. Man, two hard names here today. So, one of these players, not going to tell you who it was, it did recently subscribe to me on patreon.com/FalconPaladin for $10 a month, at which level I will cast one of your games about once a month or so. Maybe a little bit more if they're good games, maybe a little bit less if you're not sending me any, but either way, that's how this works. Go to patreon.com/FalconPaladin. Hit me up there, even if you subscribe to me for $1 a month. I am so greatly appreciative of you donating any of your hard-earned money towards me and this channel and the continuous flow of StarCraft 2 that comes from it. StarCraft and Brood War. And the Brood Wars recently. If you haven't seen any of those, check out the Brood War playlist on my channel page. You will not be sad. Alright, so we're going to play the game where you guess what level these players are at the end of it. And if you're right, I will congratulate you in the comments. As it's MidRank Madness, it could be gold, platinum, or diamond. So we'll keep an eye on things. You know what? To make this harder, I'm not going to give you an APM reading. How about that? No APM reading at all. So if you want to try to figure it out, you're not going to have that crutch. No siree, Bob. This PVT probe from RymdAnk. I just want to say RymdAnk. I don't think that's entirely correct, though. Zmitrok checking to see if there are any pylons here in his natural base before he throws down to the command center. He checks very nicely. There are not any. And there goes the building. This probe being a little bit sneaky, though. Kind of staying out of the range, out of the sight of buildings. And it is going to be a Reaper opening out of Zmitrok. He's so brave. He's so brave is what this guy is. Again, against Protoss, it's just a rough go indeed for these Reapers. That said, this Reaper's name is Sauron. 1 KD8 charge to rule them all. I love it. I love the Lord of the Rings reference. Oh, he's just scouting. Sauron is very cautious, you guys. Sauron does not do anything without double checking and triple checking and checking to see what is going on in his own backyard. And he wants to make sure there are no pylons. He's not even actually moving out with this dude at all. So it's a little rough when your Reaper doesn't move out to kill things, because we like to keep track of kills. We like to see who can make it into the Reaper Hall of Fame, which I think has 3 total Reapers in it right now. 3. Maybe 3. It might even be 2. The probe. Oh, probe for Rymd was sitting at this third base potential location from Zmitrok, and then got blown apart as it was not actually moving. If you're a probe and there's a Reaper out, you got to be moving, man. You gotta be moving. It's a game of hide and seek is what it is. Adept on the way, Mothership Core on the way. There's really no way this Reaper should be able to get any damage done whatsoever, but it is MidRank Madness, so crazier things have happened. Crazier things have happened, if you ask me. So double refinery up for Zmitrok. We've got the factory done. Going for a starport now. Tech lab on the factory. Not a reactor at all, so possibly not that 5-minute drop. And Mothership Core does. Ooh, photon overcharge finishing off the Reaper. I don't know if the photon overcharge was necessary. I think the Mothership Core had it. But better safe than sorry. Better safe killing Sauron, the Reaper, with his 1 KD8 charge to rule them all, than possibly losing a probe or two. Just, you're not going to need this energy on anything else for a while, right? You're going to be fine. If the drop comes in before you have 50 more energy, that's going to be weird. It'll be a weird situation, that's for sure. So Starport going to finish. Is it, it's Widow Mines. Widow Mines off a Tech Lab factory. Alright, fair enough. And we do have a single medevac coming off of a non-reactored starport with a barracks following up as well. So it's a 2-base attack here from Zmitrok. It's kind of, I don't know, it's going to be a Widow Mine drop, possibly with some Marine support as well. Let's see, you can get a Widow Mine and 5 Marines? Or is it just 4 Marines inside a medevac? The timing's pretty good here. The Widow Mine pops out, the medevac is maybe 2 or 3 seconds behind this timing. Timing is good, not great. And here we go, trying to load it up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. The longer you wait, the less effective this is going to be. Where's the Widow Mine going? The Widow Mine is actually playing defense. All right, Widow Mine playing defense, sitting at the top of this ramp. Medevac is here, I guess, just to heal these 4 Marines, which seems a little bit unnecessary, but we do have some adepts coming across the map from RymdAnk. Rymd, we'll call him. Why is it? I think there is an N, but it's at the end. RymdAnk. RymdAnk? Maybe it's RymdAnk. I don't know. This is really hard. All right, so coming up, the Adepts are static transferring. Oh, there's not a wall, so Pletivo is down. Should have been up. Should have been up, and the Adepts are here inside the natural base. There's nothing to defend against this. Oh, look out, SCVs. Get them. Get them, Adepts. Get those SCVs. It takes 3 shots to kill them, but you're pretty much undisturbed for the first couple minutes here. Yeah, this is how you got to do. Avoid. Don't even worry about the Marines. Okay, now worry about the Marines possibly. Sonic transferring into the main base, killing more of these SCVs. This is actually a lot of dead SCVs. 10 dead SCVs. We'll make that 12. Making it 13. That number continues to climb. Widow Mine. Oh, gets killed by the Adepts before it can burrow. And these Adepts are still kind of having a great time here inside the main base. There we go. There's the Sonic transfer to the natural. We're looking at 16 dead SCVs. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 20 to 47 harvesters. Finally, I think these Adepts are going to die. They don't have the ability to escape. The Marines take them down. The medevac support has been good. This Adept is still alive here inside the main base. This guy having a great time. But Resonating Glaives is done. Look at that increased attack speed. Wham. Wham. Okay, so the Adepts are dead, but again, let me just point this out. 21 SCVs. If you don't kill a Terran all the way, they're not dead. You can kill them, but you have to kill them all the way. I know it's 47 to 22 harvesters right now, but we've seen Terran players come back from worse spots than this and win games. So let's see if RymdAnk is going. What's the follow-up here after that Adept damage? Just now going for additional gateways. Does have a robotics facility. Might be going for just straight Adept at this point. Is getting a 3rd Nexus, which is wonderful. I like this expand while you're ahead type situation. Zmitrok desperately trying to get this worker count back up to where it needs to be. 26 harvesters at 6 minutes, almost 7 minutes is not great. Not great for Legacy of the Void. More Widow Mines coming in. Marauder on the way as well. And Stim being researched by Zmitrok. It's just pretty much okay. Adept Immortal coming in here for RymdAnk. And getting Blink too, but I don't think he has any Stalkers. No, he does not. Perhaps he's planning on it. Could be planning on it here. So Adepts with their Resonating Glaives, very pleased with themselves. And the damage their sisters have done so far, they're going to try to follow it up with another fantastic maneuver out of the Protoss. The Protoss race. Dun, dun, combat shield being researched. And an armory on the way from Zmitrok. Trying to long distance mine from the 3rd base before the Nexus is done is RymdAnk. Templar Archives on the way, another gateway coming up. Stormer Archons are both going to be good here. And a Robotics Bay. RymdAnk is absolutely teching up as hard as he possibly can. He's getting all the upgrades, all of the buildings. Just now finishing a forge. Going for a +1 attack upgrade would be good here as well. Has a bunch of money, 2,000 minerals and 1,000 gas in the bank right now for RymdAnk. See, that's the thing. You can throw away leads by not spending your money effectively. That is a good way to do it. You killed a lot of SCVs. Yes, you did. You're still up 20 workers, which is wonderful, but all this money in the bank could be so many more Adepts, could be a couple more Immortals, could be some Archons, could be a lot of good stuff. But it's not, because it's sitting in the bank where it's doing no one any good whatsoever. Warp Prism trying to do some work here at the natural base, but Widow Mines burrowing themselves in good locations. Warp Prism could sneak around. Attack at the front is, I don't know if you want to come in here, Adepts. This is a lot of Marines and Marauders. Yeah, back out. Back it out. Back it out. Warp Prism, good time to attack now. There we go. Getting pursued out here. Might lose this army, but if you can get a big old warping up. Oh, it's Stalkers. Whoa, big 7 Stalkers warping into this natural base of Zmitrok. In a lot of trouble. In a lot of trouble are these SCVs. They are running. They are running for their lives. Now, the problem is the Stalkers are terrible against Marines and Marauders with Stim. And Combat Shield and Medevac support. This orbital command, can they get it to burning? Is the question of the day. And no! Stalkers, get out of there! Run! Oh my gosh, they just get so melted. Did you see that? You see those Stalkers die? So terrible stuff. Okay, so Natural Base was forced to lift off for Zmitrok. He has no income coming from that for about a minute or so, which is huge, which is massive. RymdAnk. We're just going to go with RymdAnk. It's easier to say. RymdAnk is going Colossus, which is wonderful. Are you getting extended thermal lance? You are not. You need that upgrade if you're going to go Colossus, my good man. I assume RymdAnk is a dude and not a girl. Of course, you have to make those assumptions anyway. If you are a female StarCraft 2 player and send me a replay, specify that for me in the body of the email so I can call you she and her and stuff. If that's what you prefer to be called, I'd love to do that. And although, I don't know, I've heard identifying as a female gamer kind of just opens yourself up to harassment sometimes, which sounds terrible, so maybe you don't want to do that either. Maybe being called he is preferable. Seems possible. Storm on the way from RymdAnk. Yes, Storm on the way from RymdAnk. More Stalker Warp, and I just feel like Adepts would probably be better here, but this is so many dead SCVs. 29 SCVs have been killed in this game. Don't stand and fight. Do not stand and fight. This trying to blink down to the natural base. Two do manage to blink down here and kill even more SCVs. +1 attack is done for these Stalkers, but the Marines and Marauders finally make it down. And the Stalkers are in so much trouble. Just that was actually a pretty cool death animation. It like exploded this poof of gas as it died. I haven't really paid that much attention to Stalker death animations at all. Dude, RymdAnk, you have 3,700 minerals and 900 gas in the bank. You gotta spend it. He is getting extended thermal lance, which is good. Another big ol' warping of Adepts here, and I mean another Colossus would be nice. There we go. 2 more Colossus are on the way here, and I don't know that Zmitrok is feeling safe enough to attack right now. He does have a pretty big army. He's kind of doing the campaign strategy for StarCraft, right? Build up a giant army, defend, 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 maybe lose some stuff, but your army keeps getting bigger every time. And all right, Immortal trying to shut down this 3rd base attempt. Nope, doesn't happen. Warp Prism trying to land. No, just trying to go home as the Viking is chasing after. Oh, the Warp Prism is not pursued. 12 hit points. Excuse me, 12 hit points left. Viking does do 2 attacks versus armored 14. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough to kill an armored Warp Prism. For sure. Actually, probably enough to kill a non-armored Warp Prism as well. All right, Adepts. Stalkers knocking down the debris. Possibly going to try to go for a 5th base here at the goal. The 4th base is done down the right side for RymdAnk. But guess what's here? A lot of Marines, a lot of Marauders. +2, +2. This guy's been keeping up on his upgrades. Even though he's been under attack for quite a while now. That is a lot of medevacs, yo. 8 medevacs in the sky. Have any been killed? No. No, they have not. All right, here we go. Oh, Templar in the front. Throw down Storm. No, the Templar are getting picked off. These Templar don't have enough energy to throw down Storm. Their attack moving into these units. Oh, the humanity. Oh, no, RymdAnk. Oh, you needed those Storms so bad. You needed those Colossus to not just be at the front lines and get picked off instantly by this ball of pure DPS. That is Marine and Marauder. This Colossus lives for 10 seconds before getting killed. There's even a Viking here to assist with the Colossus problem. And single Colossus by themselves against Marines and Marauders. Okay, he got some kills. He got 4 kills before he died. Did that Colossus, although the Colossus are robots, so I'm not sure if they are assigned to gender by the Protoss or not. Regardless, killing that 3rd base, nicely done by Zmitrok. You know what? Comes back around, thought about retreating, decided, you know what? I don't want to retreat. I'm going to kill all of your Adepts. I'm going to kill your Colossus. And I'm going to move right up your ramp. All right, so Zealots coming in. Zealots without charge. I mean, they can absorb some damage, but look at how fast they're melting. Again, the upgrade advantage is humongous for Zmitrok right now. That +2, +2. These units are killing it for Zmitrok. He's spending his money as well. Look at this. He's still spending his money back home. He's only got 400 minerals in the bank compared to the 2,800, 3,000 that RymdAnk has. He is warping in some Templar, but it takes a while for them to get enough energy to storm. And gateways are falling here for RymdAnk. This is going extraordinarily poorly for the Protoss player. It went so well in the early game. So well in the early game, but it did not go well enough in the mid-game here. There's a single Archon for RymdAnk. No. No, it's 107 to 45. Total supply. Pylons getting focused down. Again, medevacs healing up the stim damage almost instantly that Zmitrok is having to deal with here. Gateways, warp gates gone. Cybernetics core getting exploded here as well. I don't know what the Protoss player does. He keeps just wandering individual stalkers into this. I don't think he's killed a Terran unit in a while, and that's the good game out of RymdAnk. RymdAnk is defeated, and Zmitrok is your victor. Alrighty then. See? Terran aren't dead unless you kill them all the way. Again, dude lost 34 SCVs. Is still down about 20 workers to RymdAnk even at the end of the game and just made it happen. This conflict right here, this attack right here, there were Templar with Storm, there were Colossus, but everything went just perfectly wrong for RymdAnk there. The Templar needed to be in the back, throw down some Storms. The Colossus needed to be in the back, get some swipes off there. I think there were enough, maybe Adepts and Stalkers and Zealots, to hold off for a little bit, allow those Storms to connect, but I think it just got caught by surprise. is what happened. The Terran army showed up. RymdAnk wasn't ready. The Templar wandered into the range of fire. The Colossus didn't back out in time. Got destroyed. I mean, that was what? 5 Colossus killed? 5 Colossus killed and 6 High Templar without getting a single storm off. Look at this cost efficiency as well. 4,200 resources lost for Zmitrok compared to 18,000. 18,000, 19,000 lost for RymdAnk in this game. Just, the efficiency of Marine Marauder Medevac is very, very good. Well, all right. So that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of Mid-Rank Madness Patreon edition. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
Before us, our honor guides us. Me with you, you with me. We are as one. Justice, our duty is unending. I feel your presence. We are as one. Sense of soul, a soul in search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. Inshallah, adieu. Ascension is before us. Our honor guides us. Me with you, you with me. We are as one. I sense a soul, a soul in search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. Kushala Adu. in search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. I sense a soul, a soul in search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. Kushala Adu. Kalarulas, Aramulas, Aklaranas, Naslaran, Kinalatu. Casar di Templare, Garamanaga, Oshara Sashia.